going to prepare a delicious sweet treat. Of course, it works as a dessert, but it's also so nutritious that it's perfect as an afternoon snack. You're going to love it. This recipe is low in carbohydrates, it's ketogenic, so it's great if you're on a weight loss diet, if you want to control your blood sugar. In this recipe, of course, there's no sugar, no type of flour, and also no milk. You're going to love it. Stay until the end because the flavor is incredible. You won't want to miss it. If you love easy, quick, and healthy recipes, you're going to love this channel. So go ahead, subscribe, and remember to turn on the notification bell to get updates. I have new videos every day. You're going to love them. Let's get started with our recipe. The ingredients, quantities, and nutritional information are always listed below in the description to make things easier for you. So the first ingredient I have here is eggs. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix the egg whites and yolks together really well so everything is well blended and unified. Remember that I have videos here on the channel talking about what happens when you eat eggs every day, whether eggs raise cholesterol or not, how eggs affect blood sugar. I'll leave all of that down below in the description for you. I'm also going to add my non-caloric sweetener right now so it dissolves better and everything gets well incorporated. In this case, I'm using xylitol here, but you can use whichever one you prefer. Keep in mind that xylitol tends to give recipes a more interesting texture. But if you don't have it, any sweetener suitable for cooking will work in this recipe. But of course, it needs to be a sweetener that is stable at high temperatures because we're going to heat this up. If you're not on a low-carb diet and you want to know if you can use a sugar like Demerara sugar or brown sugar, yes, you can. It will work, but it will add calories and carbohydrates. I'm just going to give this a good stir so the sweetener dissolves a bit more, and I'll be right back. Hold on. Now that it's more dissolved, I'm going to add my liquid here. I'm using coconut milk. I'm not going to use cow's milk in this recipe. That's why I said it's dairy-free. It's a coconut drink, which we call coconut milk. Remember that I have a video here on the channel teaching how to make homemade coconut milk. I'll leave it down below in the description for you. And remember that I also have a video talking more about the benefits of coconut milk because it also happens to be low carb. It's a very interesting option to add. It provides a lot of satiety and it has an amazing, wonderful flavor. So it's also related to the topic here of flan. If you want to use another type of milk, you can, even cow's milk or another plant-based milk. Let me know down below which type of milk you use most in your daily life. To help give it a special flavor, I'm going to add a bit of vanilla extract here. This is completely optional. If you don't want to use it or don't have it at home, you don't need to. If you want to use cinnamon, lemon zest, you can use whatever you like or nothing at all because it's not really necessary. It's just to give it a special flavor. I'm going to keep stirring well here until everything is well mixed, and then I'll get the container so we can bake this delicious treat. Hold on a second. Look, everything is well mixed, well dissolved, the sweetener has dissolved, and everything is incorporated. Lastly, I'm going to add, optionally, a pinch of salt, just a tiny bit, to bring out the vanilla flavor, that sweet taste it has. It creates a nice contrast. If you don't want to, you don't have to add it. Here I have my jars and I've already added some xylitol caramel. To make the caramel, you just need to heat xylitol with water in a pan. The quantities are also listed below in the description. I found it more practical to have it ready beforehand, especially because it needs to be cold before we add our flan. So I'm going to distribute it evenly here. I'll start with 2 spoonfuls in each, then I'll keep adding to make sure the amounts are the same. I'm going to bake it now. You have 2 options for baking. Either you place it in a baking dish with water underneath and cover it with aluminum foil using the traditional water bath method, put it in a preheated oven and wait for it to bake. Or you can use the microwave, which is much more practical and faster. Tell me here which way you prefer to do it. I'm going to make both options here, and in a little while, I'll come back with them, ready to show you how each one turns out. So hang on, I'll be right back. I've got my baking dish here already filled with hot water for the water bath. I'll set this one aside because it's going in the microwave. Now I'm going to cover my containers and we'll put them in to bake. I like to cover each one individually to make it easier and also to keep the steam more concentrated here. So look, the shiny side always goes down. We seal it up very well and then put it in the preheated oven, and in just a little while I'll come back with them ready to show you exactly how they turned out. I'm also going to bake the other one in the microwave now, and I'll show you the difference between the two. So hang on, I'll be right back. Look, I took them out of the oven and waited for them to cool before unmolding. Just to show you, this one was baked in the gas oven in a water bath for about 30 minutes, and this one was done in the microwave for 3 minutes. Of course, they're different. The top is a bit lighter, but both bake the same way. Tell me, do you prefer to make it in a traditional oven or in the microwave? Some people also don't have a microwave, so it's always good to offer that option. Look, I'm just going to cut a piece here so you can see the consistency of our flan. Check this out, make it at home. You're really going to love it. The texture is absolutely amazing. Just look at that. Tell me, what flavors do you like in your flan? I'd love to see your comment. Remember to like the video because that helps me out, and share it with anyone who would enjoy it or needs it. Let's work together to spread this chain of kindness. That's what I want here on the channel. Let's try it. Amazing. The consistency is perfect and the flavor is wonderful. Make it. You're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.